Let's talk about how to use Amazon Relay load board for box trucks. And so here's the overview I want you to really pay attention to. So when we think about Amazon Relay load board, you have to really understand that Amazon Relay operates a complicated supply chain, but they make it very easy for trucking companies, box trucks, for sprinter vans and cargo vans, among others, to haul actually loads through their Amazon Relay program, right? It's all about sharing the cake. Actually, Amazon understand that really basically they need others to actually have a great operation. So while Relay can be a great option for new or established box trucks or trucking companies in general, booking loads on the platform can almost be too easy, which means rates are not always the highest. Okay, still truckers and box truck drivers, among others, what we have seen is that they can find consistent work driving for Amazon, and those that now want to navigate the platform can find loads that are worth hauling. It's all about making sure that you are very patient. When you go to the Relay load board, you want to think about having food, not just having a lot of food, but you want to have food on a consistent basis. So let me really define for you what Amazon Relay really is. So what is Amazon Relay? Amazon Relay is a platform where motor carriers such as truckers, box truck drivers, sprinter vans, and cargo van drivers, they can find and book loads, enter into short-term contracts, and post when their truck is available so that Amazon can match them with a load. Very simple as that. And so who can use Amazon Relay? Well, Amazon Relay is built for motor carriers and owner-operators driving semi-trucks or box trucks, and there are cases where they also have cargo vans. They also have sprinter vans, but even though those niches are kind of limited. And so, what are the Amazon Relay load types you should really think about to actually use it for your box trucks? Well, truckers, including box truck drivers, can find dry van, reefer, and power only loads on the platform. Trailers must be either 53 or 28 inches, and the box trucks must have interior cargo dimensions of at least 26 by 8 by 8. And so how does Amazon Relay really work? Well, trucking companies and box truck operators can find work on Amazon Relay in one of three ways. You have the load board, you have short-term contracts, and you have the ability also to post a truck. So this is kind of cool in terms of having profitability on a consistent basis. In terms of load types, you have one way, round trip, or even block. So this is really good. And so what is an Amazon Relay block? Well, an Amazon Relay block is a special type of load where drivers are assigned to work specific hours instead of specific loads, and drivers are paid a flat rate for each block. Blocks can be 13 or 37 hours for individual drivers or 112 hours for team drivers. During a block, Amazon can send drivers whenever they are needed as long as they are returned to their starting point within the block period. And some blocks require multiple drivers, and those contracts will need to be booked by carriers and not individual drivers. I want to talk to you about how to use Amazon Relay load board for box trucks. So what are the details? If you are a box truck driver, what kind of details, what kind of requirements should you be thinking about? Okay, so Amazon Relay has strict requirements for the motor carriers and drivers on the platform. So if you're a box truck driver and you want to really use Amazon Relay load board for profitability, you got to be really clear and really thorough in how you actually meet those requirements. And I want to talk to you about three things. I want to talk to you, and actually four things. I want to talk to you about the carrier requirements, the insurance requirements, qualified vehicles and trailers, and driver requirements. So this is the quartet that I want to discuss with you. So when we talk about the carrier requirements, you want to have active dot number with interstate authority and an MC number in case you have to do a OTR and cross-state transportation. If you are doing in-state transportation, you don't need to have an MC number and interstate authority. Okay, in other words, you don't have to worry about the FMCSA, but you got to have a carrier entity type that's actually authorized for property and for hire. You got to have an FMCSA safety rating of satisfactory, none, or not rated. So a Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration rating. And so basically, you might need to go to the Safety and Fitness Electronic Records website to find your rating, your safety rating. You got to have behavior, what they call basic scores. So behavior analysis and safety improvement categories. Unsafe driving below 60% for your box truck. HOS compliance below 60% for your box truck. and vehicle maintenance below 75% for your box truck. So if you want to use Amazon Relay Load Board for your box truck, here are the insurance requirements. So commercial general liability insurance of $1 million per incident and $2 million in aggregate. Auto liability of at least $1 million. Cargo coverage of $100,000. Trailer replacement coverage of $50,000. Power only trucking companies. Workers' compensation insurance in all relevant jurisdictions. Only required for carriers with W-2 employees in case you are an owner-operator. You got to have employer liability of at least $100,000 per incident, only required for carriers with W-2 employees. What are the qualified vehicles and trailers? For trailers, 53-inch trailers, I said this before, dry van or reefer, and 28-inch trailer, dry van. Tractor, sleeper cab or day cab, box truck, 26-inch box truck with tuck under lift gate, dry van or reefer, interior cargo dimensions of at least 26 by 8 by 8. For driver requirements, CDL Class A for semi-trucks and Class B for box trucks. So if you're a box truck driver, you gotta have Class B. CDL drivers must be at least 18 years of age for intrastate commerce and 21 years of age for interstate commerce. Basic scores, I said this before, 60% unsafe driving. Below that, HOS compliance below 60% and vehicle maintenance below 75%. Let's talk about money here. So if you want to use Amazon Relay Load Board for box trucks, how do you actually make money? How much do Amazon Relay loads pay, especially if you have a box truck? So basically, you have, it really depends on the geography, but because this is a demand and supply sort of market, really. Okay, so Amazon Relay short-term contracts pay a flat rate for the week, but the rates vary based on location, trip length, and demand. So while short-term contracts guarantee work, the pay will typically be lower than booking individual loads or using the post a truck feature. Very important to remember that, okay? And so how do Amazon Relay drivers get paid, especially if you are a box truck driver? Well, Amazon payment cycle runs Sunday through Saturday, with loads being completed before the end of day Saturday, getting paid the following Friday. In practice, this means what? It means that trucking companies, including box truck drivers, will be paid within 1 to 2 weeks of hauling a load. So if you haul a load this week, expect to be paid 1 or 2 weeks from now. And you also might have Amazon Relay one-day payment, and we have a lot of box truck drivers who take advantage of that. So this is totally fine. One thing for sure, it's important to understand that while one-day payments are advertised on Amazon's website, drivers will need to contact Amazon about the terms available. Amazon Relay loads can also be factored, okay? And factor means that you actually go to a factoring company and they give you a 90% of your load or 85% of your load, and you actually get the money right away instead of waiting for 1 or 2 weeks. And Amazon Relay, it's important, does not pay for fuel or reimburse for expenses while driving for the company. Okay, this is actually a part of your fixed cost, and this is something you have to eat. Those are costs you have to eat. And Amazon Relay actually includes the program includes a fuel surcharge, and so they cover fuel surcharges by the mile for drivers who use Relay based on a weekly national averages published by the U.S. Energy Information Administration. And remember also that if you are a box truck driver and you find a load on Amazon Relay Load Board, you have to really understand that you could be compensated if Amazon cancels a load 2 hours before pickup time. So you will be paid in that case $175 for the canceled load. So this is just to compensate you for the loss. Let me talk to you about how to use Amazon Relay Load Board for box trucks. So one thing for sure, you got to really always think about your eligibility. So your box truck and the driver's eligibility. So the Amazon Relay application is fairly straightforward to make sure that everything goes smoothly. As a box truck driver, you want to actually verify that your DOT is active in case you have to actually engage in OTR or cross states. If you're doing interstate, you don't need an active DOT number. You want to gather information to validate your insurance because Amazon is very thorough in verifying things like that. They want to make sure that you are telling the truth on that end. So issues with insurance validation are the primary reason for application delays. And you want to create an account on the Amazon Relay website. Then follow the instructions on your screen to apply. And the instructions are pretty straightforward. Nothing really complicated here. And you also want to, once you're approved, you can immediately begin booking loads through the Relay load board app. And the good thing is that you are able to get started real fast. Okay. One thing for sure that if your application gets denied, if you're a box truck, you have to make sure that you actually have met the right conditions. Remember, if you're doing a cross state transportation, make sure that you have a valid MC number and authority. Wait 2 days before applying again to allow time for Amazon system to verify your authority status, because the authority status actually is kind of quintessential if you are going to do out-of-state transportation. Applications may also be denied if they contain inaccurate or incomplete information. So if you want to use the Amazon Relay load board for box trucks, make sure that you provide exact details regarding your name and company name. For example, if the legal name of your business has an LLC in it, be sure to have an LLC included on the application so that it aligns with the FMCSA data, right? Because everything is happening automatically. By the way, nobody's doing things manually here, okay? And you could also get you do not meet our compliance response. So basically, what you want to do is it just means that Amazon Relay system hasn't fully updated with the FMCSA database yet. So you can resolve the issue by reaching out through the Contact Us page on Amazon Relay, and they will recheck the FMCSA database to make sure things are really straightforward now. If you want to use the Amazon Relay load board for box trucks, if you're a box truck driver, it's important to understand that your performance will be scored, and that this is done automatically, because this is how Amazon is keeping a check on the performance of all the carriers in the system. Okay, Amazon Relay scores all of their carriers based on their performance to make sure loads are delivered safely and on time. So your box truck, the way you haul loads for Amazon Relay, they will score that. And so top performing carriers receive priority access to loads and short-term contracts, including box trucks and regular trucks also. And when we talk about the Amazon Relay performance score for your box truck, you have 4 categories. You have on time, acceptance, app usage, and you have disruption free. Let me repeat that. You have on time, acceptance, app usage, and disruption free. Amazon wants to make sure that you are scoring high in all those 4 categories for your box truck. So on time means that your box truck has arrived on time at origin, meet transit time expectations, and deliver loads on time. Acceptance means that the rate of acceptance of standard work. Okay. App usage measures how well your box truck driver or yourself uses or has used the Relay for Driver mobile app to execute work, including check-in at origin, attach trailer at origin, depart at origin, and arrive at destination. And the last item is disruption free. So this measures the rate at which you execute loads without interruptions, like driver not assigned or trailer not moving. So Amazon only considers the previous 6 weeks when calculating rates. So you can quickly increase or decrease your score based on the performance that you have for your box truck. So this is something you need to really think about. And you can fix actually your Amazon Relay performance by actually doing a few things. Number 1, you want to log into the app 30 minutes before needing to actually load the data. You want to be prompt in recording your arrival times. You want to prioritize arriving on time to your destination, which is weighted heavily. It's about 62 to 63% of the score compared to origin times 37% of score. And when using post a truck, if you experience a setback, report a delay on the app. Okay, everything must happen on the app so that you can actually properly be recorded. Also, there's Amazon Relay Early Access. So Amazon Relay's Early Access program opens the loads and short-term contracts to drivers with high performance scores before other drivers. So if you are a box truck driver and you want to really be sort of competitive in your area, you know what you have to do, okay? Because this program, the Amazon Relay Early Access program, allows all kinds of drivers, including box truck drivers, to plan and book loads further out instead of waiting until the last minute to plan their route. So you have a clear idea what's really happening, and you can see, okay, Is my box truck really competitive here or not? I want to talk to you about if you want to use the Amazon Relay load board for box trucks, your best bet is to use to actually focus on the Amazon Relay driver app. Of course, you can use the website. You can use it on a tablet, but it's better to go through the app. Okay. And so what you want to do is that first of all, this driver app is free to download and use, and you have no ads, no commercials, nothing at all. Very safe, and is highly rated. And as a driver, as a box truck driver, you can book loads on your phone by following a few steps. First of all, you want to download the Android Relay app or iOS Relay app from the App Store on your mobile phone or using the links provided. And in the upper left corner, click in the menu, three horizontal lines. And from the menu, click it load board, right? Pretty straightforward. I mean, I'm sure you have done this before on another app. So you want to start a load search using relevant filters or set email alerts for loads matching criteria you want to continuously monitor. And you want to select a load and click book. Okay. And so this is really straightforward. And this is going to populate your usage of the app so that Amazon will see that you are actually using the app. But long story short, Amazon Relay is worth it. That's for sure. It's a great option for new carriers or carriers with additional capacity. Like I said before, you're not going to be rich, but you will be fed consistently. You are going to have a revenue consistently. So, and the Amazon Relay load board for box trucks or trucks in general is a long-term game. It's a long-term game. You will be comfortable in the long run, but in the short run, you might say, oh well, the pay is not really that much, but it's worth it. So when we think about Amazon Relay, it's important to understand that you can use a box truck. Yes, you can use a 26-inch box truck for Amazon Relay. A tuck under lift gate is required along with the interior cargo dimensions of at least 26 to 26 by 8 by 8. Okay, and can you use a cargo van or sprinter van for Amazon Relay? Not at this time. Even though there are some locations, there are some geographies where you can have that, but generally you cannot. Okay, you cargo vans cannot be used for loads on Amazon Relay generally. And what we love also is that Amazon Relay does use an interchange agreement, but they do not require trailer interchange coverage specifically. They just require trailer replacement coverage of at least $50,000, which could be really satisfied with trailer interchange coverage or a non-owned trailer endorsement. So that's really cool. That's really fantastic. Okay, and it's important to understand that when you actually think about using the Amazon Relay load board for box trucks, you got to think about seasonality. You got to think about chronology. You got to think about timing. The peak season for Amazon Relay is mid-November through the first week of January. It's like around the holidays. So the weeks surrounding Amazon Prime Day actually are another optimal time to run Amazon Relay loads. So, and the thing is that you can also factor Amazon Relay loads. As I said a little earlier, if you need the cash real fast for whatever reason, you can actually factor the loads, not a problem. Okay. Now, what about Amazon Freight versus Relay? Well, Amazon Relay functions similar to a digital load board, and motor carriers, including box truck drivers such as you, or truck drivers in general, can still haul loads for other clients. Becoming an Amazon Freight partner, on the other hand, is similar to becoming an owner-operator and leasing onto Amazon. Amazon helps drivers start their own small trucking company by helping potential companies acquire vehicles, drivers, and loads, but Amazon Freight partners cannot haul freight they find elsewhere. Okay. And what about Amazon Flex versus Relay? Well, while Amazon Relay is a program for semi trucks and box trucks to haul cargo from warehouse to warehouse, Amazon Flex drivers use their own vehicles to make deliveries of individual packages to consumers and businesses that order products from Amazon. Okay, so this is an important element. But if you want to have more information about the whole program, the Amazon Relay contact number is 866-886-8802. 866-886-8802. Truckers and box truck drivers can also avoid lengthy holds by using the support center available on the Relay portal. So here's the bottom line to this conversation. I explained to you how to use Amazon Relay load board for box trucks. I gave you the overview, the details, the money aspect of things, the eligibility, and now the bottom line. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.